Welcome, everybody, to Rippin' Strips. I'm the Corn Dog.
And I'm L-Dog.
And we are here to bring you another edition, another episode to rock your world.
That's right.
Think I can go ahead and share the big news.
What's that as I do a light?
No, it's great. It's great. No, I think they've expected this level of professionalism from us at this point.
Yeah.
Big news in the Rippin' Strips universe.
What's that?
You just showed me. Logan got a new fish named Fred.
Frank. Fred's gone.
Fred's gone.
No,
Fred.
But Frank's great.
Wait, let's go through the fish and their names again.
Fred was my first one.
Fred was the first one.
Well, I had one in college that I never named.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Fred was the first one I had here that I taught tricks to. Then Phil. Then Carl.
Yes. Carl was the one we knew and loved.
Yes.
Carl has since passed, but he had a long and fruitful life.
Yeah.
And now we have Frank, and there's something about those FR names for the fish. Frank also does tricks. Logan showed me. I've witnessed it with my own eyes, almost.
Yeah. If you don't care, you could have just said you don't care.
I do care. That's why I brought it up immediately. I definitely care, just not as much as a text message I received at that right moment.
When I told you that a fish would eat off of my finger, this was a year ago now, but you acted like that was you didn't buy it. Logan, you're lying. And then when I tried to show him, he I was like, he just did it. I look over, he was not looking.
To be fair,
but you still brought it up anyway.
I saw Frank attempt to bite it off your finger, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, Fred must have had good eyesight. I think that's why most of the fish don't do it. They can't see what I'm trying to do.
I don't I don't think so. I mean, maybe Fred did have good eyesight, but I think fish, I don't know. It doesn't make sense that fish would go and eat off your finger. It's just a weird thing that we witnessed, and it's a weird discovery about these beta fish. I don't know if it's just Frank. It's just Frank and Fred so far, but why do they do it? I don't know.
You know what? Eventually, in a few years, I'll be like the world expert beta trainer. Beta.
It's not beta?
I keep saying beta, but yeah, I hear people online saying beta. It's B-E-T-T-A. It's not the same as the
Greek letter. What are you looking at about betta fish on YouTube? What
tricks I could teach it.
Really?
Yeah, that's why. I think that must have been why I originally taught it to eat off my finger.
Wow. So there's YouTube videos talking about tricks you can teach your betta fish.
I don't really remember the path I took, but I'm sure it was like one video, interesting stuff about betas, and then led to another, because I randomly learned that they breathe air. Maybe I looked up beta fish food and then YouTube fed me that or something. But then from there, I look at fish a lot. All kinds of fish, but bettas too. They're interesting to me. I guess that's pretty dorky, but.
Oh, I think it's obvious this is your fourth one. Fifth one, if you count the unnamed one resting in heaven right now.
Right. He wasn't saved.
Oh.
So he's in fish hell.
He's in fish hell. Oh, no. He's boiling right now, and he's been boiling for
But
years
he deserves it.
He was a bad fish.
No, he just wasn't saved. He's actually really good.
Oh, right.
But your works can't save you, so he didn't accept Jesus.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Is that one of the tricks you're learning to teach Frank?
Well, that's what I baptized him first.
Oh, good.
Which was hard, but.
Well, it's probably really easy. You just fill up his bowl with holy water, and there you go.
That's what I did.
Wow. And you made it holy.
It went all throughout me and came out holy. That's what I call holy water.
You call your pee holy water.
Yeah.
Now, this
came out a hole.
This fish, Frank, this new addition to Logan's family, it not only eats off of his finger, also Logan petted the fish. Petted?
I pet it.
He pet it.
Yep. And it swam up. It was swimming up, and I pet it, and it kept swimming up. It wasn't swimming away because I do that a lot.
It wasn't like hurt by it.
No.
You pet your fish a lot.
Yeah, maybe not every single time, but I pet it. I started petting it as I feed it because he's already up there close to the surface. I don't know what he's going to do, though, when I change the water out. Will he stop trusting my hand?
Uh-huh.
Now it's a thing that pets him and brings him treats.
But when you change the water, it's the thing that grabs him.
Yeah.
Well, you have a net, right?
That's the thing, too, is I guess I got to look up some more beta info. I don't know how good their eyesight is. They seem to look at your face.
Yeah.
He seems to look at me when I grab the bowl. I swear to God, the other day when I screwed the cap on, he like reacted like, I guess that's all the food. I swear, with his body language.
No way.
I don't know.
Damn it. All right.
He's like a little puppy dog.
I believe
Well,
it.
not quite, but
A little
in
underwater
some
puppy
ways.
dog in the way that you pet him, in the way that he takes food out of your hand.
take him on walks.
I think he can see your face, and I think whatever you think your relationship with Frank is real.
Yeah, but he'll see my face as I take him out of his home, and well, we'll see. It has to happen. I don't want him to get fin rot.
Right. Well, I think it's better than being stuck in those little to-go containers they have them in at pet stores. You think he'd rather be taken out of his home and put back in? I think he's happier now with you than he was probably where he was.
Yeah, but I say he's like a dog because like whenever he sees me, he's always in the same spot looking at me because he wants food, I think he's always begging for food.
Yeah.
Begging.
Right.
So, I mean, hopefully when I leave, he's like able to enjoy his little aquarium, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the other fish seem to be just swimming around. I don't know. I don't know. He's really preoccupied.
He's not swimming around so much.
Well, I guess when I just showed you just then, I guess he was in a little cave. So I guess
That's
I don't
fun.
know. Yeah,
That seems like a fun thing
that's
to
what
do.
they're supposed to be doing.
What, hiding in caves?
Yeah, just if they stay in one spot, that's bad. In general, for a lot of reasons. I guess we're
bad
getting
for humans too.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he'll get fin rot, and I think it means they're depressed or something, too.
Whoa.
Because fish can get depressed or stressed
So do you
out.
have to feed it Zoloft off your finger? Fish Zoloft?
I don't know what you do about that. Give it a bigger space.
There's not fish antidepressants.
I bet there are.
There's no way. There's no way.
There's some expensive fish out there. If it gets depressed, you want to...
Yeah, I guess I didn't.
Or the market's open, and we just figured out our new get-rich-quick scheme.
I don't know how big the market is for a fish depression.
Go to the Long Beach Aquarium, yell insults at all the fish, and then come later dressed differently, look like different people, and say, hey, we have a business. Are your fish depressed?
Like,
They'll say no, but we saw you guys earlier. We're yelling at the fish. Get out.
We saw, no, but you're banned from the aquarium for yelling at the fish. What the hell is wrong with you? What? Maybe we could become fish therapists.
I think I have a way with fish, if I say so myself.
I think you do too. 2 of 5 have eaten off your finger and you pet that. I mean, I have never petted a fish. I think I can say confidently. The closest I've got is like a touch tank, touching like a sea anemone or petting like a ray.
That's a fish, technically. Why am I jerking around every time I start a sentence?
I don't know. You're a spaz.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is a fishy pet. And
array.
have you never pet a koi fish
Not that I can think of.
as a kid or whatever?
Not that I can think of. No, I would. I'd be down to pet a fish.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah.
Pet a koi fish
Yeah.
at a
I've
mall or something.
grabbed a fish off of a hook and sliced that baby open.
Oh yeah, you cleaned a fish.
Yeah, I've cleaned a fish.
It's pretty horrifying, huh?
No, it's not bad at all.
I guess it wasn't still moving then,
Oh yeah.
because sometimes they still are like they're not alive, but like everything is still moving.
Yeah, they're
like,
still
and
twitching.
it's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta
creepy.
like, yeah.
It's a
that
zombie
part's not
fish.
fun. Killing them is not fun. And I remember, excuse me if I've said this before. All these rip and strips historians out there, I might be repeating a story, but there was a call one time. I got suspended from school in high school, and I had to go to with my parents to their work. Because like they wouldn't just let me sit at home. I just like play video games and masturbate all day. I would have the time of my life.
We can't have that.
You can't have that. This is supposed to be a punishment for bad stuff that I did. So I went with my parents to work, which was boring. One day they let me stay home, and I played video games and masturbated all day, and it was awesome.
Score.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was a really fun day. But
Where did they work?
well, my mom, I don't know. She might have been. She had a bunch of different jobs. She worked at the college. She worked as a nurse practitioner. But so I think I didn't go with her. But my stepdad, I went with my dad to his office. He was a dermatologist, so I just sat in his office all day. That was not fun.
Oh.
And then my stepdad was a professor at the community college. And I went with him, and I went and sat in on his friend's lecture. And it was like environmental studies or some dumb crap like that.
Right.
And he was saying, like, talking about whether or not certain animals feel pain, certain plants, whether they feel pain and stuff like that. And I remember he quoted a study that I just held on to, and I still remember, which was so long ago it could all just be a false memory by now. And I've never looked into it at all. I've never tried to back up my knowledge. Who has the time to back up everything they've ever heard that they believe? Nobody.
No one.
No one. You just believe what you believe, and you spout it out until someone tells you you're wrong.
Yeah, and then you hit them.
And then you hit them. Exactly. Exactly. And you continue going about your way. So what I learned, he said, are you ready for this?
Yes. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Again, I might have already said this before when we were talking about fish, but
I haven't heard this story.
There was a study done. Again, don't ask for any follow-ups on what I'm about to tell you, okay?
Okay.
And they found that more endorphins rush to the brain of a fish when it feels pain than humans. So there is the thought that fish actually, not only do they feel pain, but they feel more pain than human beings do.
Oh my God, that's so sad. They get hooks through their mouths and thrown back like that's the humane
Right.
thing.
Well, we get piercings.
Well, that's the thing, though. The mouth part seems like it wouldn't have a lot of nerves in it, but I'm not a scientist.
A
fish mouth, like a bass mouth, the part that usually gets hooked is like there's like the lip, and then there's like it's like a piercing. It's like
Right.
it seems like cartilage.
It's like really thin,
Yeah.
right? It's tough to get out sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, I'm sure that hurts.
I'm sure that doesn't feel too great. Yeah. Yeah, but like, yeah. And sometimes they get like hooked in the eye and stuff, but whatever. They still taste good.
Don't inhale your food, fish. Lesson learned.
Exactly. You need to know when you're full. Maybe it's not time to eat bugs. You know? I don't know. I think probably if you're a fish, would you rather get... Now, this is a bit of a dark scenario, Logan. This is a bit of a Sophie's Choice type thing. You're a fish and you have 2 baby fish, and you can only save one. No,
they cut them both in half. That's the wise choice, right?
Would you? All right. So now enough fooling around, Logan.
Okay.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay, if I was a fish, let's get down to brass tacks.
Yes. Let's get down to bass tacks.
Oh.
Okay. If you're a fish, would you rather be caught by a fisherman, pulled up, thrown into a bucket until you're killed, maybe just killed right away? Depends on the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you rather be ripped out of the water by a hawk or eagle in their talons and flown to the nest and then pecked to death?
I guess a fisherman. You really made it sound attractive. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
So
birds are messy. They don't care if you're suffering or if you're still alive or not. They're just going to keep eating.
right. They're going to
Creepy.
grab you with their claws, fly you anywhere that's safe, and then just rip you to shreds. Little beak
Or drop
little
you
beak.
From like 50
Right.
yards in the sky.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah, that's another thing. Would you rather be caught by a fisherman or
Actually, that'd be fun as a fish.
to fly?
Right before you die, you get to like
Experience-
skydive. I guess you're just being terrified the whole time.
Well, they have those videos that are very cool of people stalking lakes from a helicopter or something like that.
Oh, I'm going to check that out. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that. That's my next YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm going to know everything about that next
And
week.
there's another one too where there's like a dam built in a river, but they still wanted the salmon to bypass the dam, so they have like a little tube that shoots them. That they like go into, and it shoots them all the way through to the other side of the dam.
Cool. I've seen steps installed
Yes.
for them before. But
Yes,
I've never
where they
seen the
jump up the
tube.
steps. But
Yeah.
this is like a little. It reminds me of you remember like in Futurama,
Yeah,
they had the little tube
the
that
transport
shot.
tubes.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that, or like the mail tubes you see at like
That's
a
so
post
funny.
office or something like that. Just and the fish just goes shooting through this tube, and that looks fun as hell.
Man, I love animals, but they don't know what's going on most of the time, and I just want to interview an animal and understand what they're thinking is happening.
Yeah, absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
No, I just gotta. I'm just compelled to swim with this river. Oh, there's a tube. Oh, I just was shot through a portal. Whatever. Anyway, keep continuing.
Yeah, I got to make it to the ocean or whatever. Salmon are crazy.
Well said.
And
Speaking of crazy things,
go ahead.
should we check out some unbelievable things, possibly,
Let's do it. Yeah.
or believable, more likely?
Oh, I also newsflash. I think I had a beard hair
Dude.
out of my teeth.
I was gonna say, don't you shave your teeth before you come?
I also have a new segment I wanted to bring on.
Sweet.
Let's see here. Okay, so we'll start with that. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay. Here we go. No good comments this time, unfortunately.
Oh,
Like last time. That was
yeah.
the snake lover.
Snake lover, 69 or whatever.
Yes. Okay. After dropping 84 pounds, Katie Taylor of the UK underwent cosmetic surgery to remove 4 pounds of skin, which she turned into human leather.
Ew. That's a good one though for Ripley's Believe It or Not. That's like what they're used, what their
Yeah.
thing used to be.
Yeah.
Kind of gross, but like still like Really interesting.
Right.
What? So what'd she
Right.
make out of her skin? A couch? Jesus. A coat?
I don't
Ew.
know. I don't know what you use.
A football,
Human leather.
It's less gross. That's kind of funny.
4 pounds of skin. I wonder how big that is if you held it up. 4 pounds.
How thick?
I mean, your skin.
When I peel skin off, that's not what they mean, right? I mean, that's just like a tiny little layer.
No, you can't turn that into leather. That's just too small of a layer.
Oh my God, that's the creepiest thing ever.
But I assume if you've lost 84 pounds, you at least were pretty big if you're able to lose 84 pounds, right?
Yeah, right. At least 85.
But so your skin is probably pretty thin because it's being stretched. Do you think? Or is that a
That
false?
sounds wrong, but I don't know.
Maybe
No, I think it stretches with you. If you grow too fast, you get stretch marks, you know. But if you,
but then it repairs itself, or like it's still just as thick. If
I
you're
think so.
the fatter you are, it's your skin stays the same thickness.
Yes. You know what though? I think stretch marks themselves are a little bit thin,
Yes,
but
that
the other
makes
skin
sense.
is like normal skin,
that makes
and
sense.
it does kind of. There is more of it on a big person.
more skin.
Yeah. I used to be about 240, and where was I going? I mean, I have
You're
I
gonna
have
bring out
stretch
your
marks.
human leather.
Oh yeah, it's right here. No, I mean, I have stretch marks on my thighs, but I don't have stretch marks anywhere else. But I guess I don't know. My skin grew with me. It didn't become thin. It wasn't literally stretched. I think
didn't
there were more
notice-
skin cells,
You didn't notice yourself like bleeding more because you're
more transparent like a balloon. Like,
yeah.
no,
Still, all right. So 4 pounds of skin. 84 pounds is a lot, right? That's a lot of
Yeah.
skin. That's a lot of skin. What would you do
4
with?
pounds.
Well-
Is a gallon of milk about 4 pounds?
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, me neither.
That sounds right, though. Let's just say it is. Let's
I
say
do have
for
a
the-
scale that I think can read 4 pounds. Should we check it out or move on?
Let's move on.
Okay.
But if you had your skin made into leather, what would you make out of your skin?
A ball, like a football or a basketball.
That's pretty fun. I like that a
That's
lot.
the least creepy thing. I mean, it's still creepy, but it's like funny. But like if you make furniture out of it or clothing,
A belt?
you're a horror show. No, I wouldn't do a belt either.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What is that? It's my old skin from when I lost weight. Cool.
Yeah.
Never talking to you again.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think.
dude, what's up with your football? It's like skin colored. Yeah, that's the skin from my old fetch. Oh, let's play fetch. You're my best friend. That's how that would go.
Let's play fetch your money.
I mean, catch. Damn it. Sorry, I've got fish on the mind now. I'm teaching him fetch.
I think I'd make a saddle.
That's a good one.
Yeah, throw it on my steed.
Yeah, or makes those those things they put on horses to keep them warm. It's like that makes
What
sense
are you
to me.
talking about? What do they put on horses to keep them warm?
They put things over their backs when it's cold outside to
Like a blankie?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of a blanket, but it's shaped in a way so it stays on their back.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's
Make that out of human
a
skin.
lot of skin. That's a lot.
It's at least 4 pounds.
It's at least 4 pounds. Yes.
You could get skin from everybody. It'd be a community project. It'd be
Now
so
that's
lovely.
cool. Now that's cool. You make like a car cover out of it.
A quilt. Oh.
All right. Let's go to fact numero dos. Okay. This is a good Ripley's Believe It or Not. I was really liking this one. Okay.
Sweet.
So researchers in Egypt found the fossil of an extinct 4-legged god of death quote unquote, whale, an extinct four-legged god of death whale that hunted on land and sea.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
Even if that turned... That's a weird thing that would not have been discovered before now, though. When did they discover it, it said?
I don't think it said when. It didn't mention when at all. It just said researchers found.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it small?
I don't know. God of Death Whale. Should I look up God of Death Whale? You want to learn more about it?
Sure. I bet it's like the size of a dog.
I think if you are on land and you're getting caught by a whale, you fucking stupid and you deserve it.
Yeah. Agreed. But even if that's somehow not real or they mix two skeletons or something, that's a great movie monster. A four-legged whale?
Yes.
Dude, and you could reveal it like first you'd think it's just a whale and then you get on land to get away from it. It's like, why is this whale chasing me? Whales don't do that. And then it steps on the fucking land because it has legs.
Oh
Whoa.
my God. Yeah, you're freaking out, man. The prehistoric mammal possessed a powerful jaw and likely had a raptor-like feeding style. All right, so it's from 43 million years ago. It was found in the Egyptian desert. 10 feet long,
Oh,
like a basketball hoop.
that's bigger than I thought, but not as big as like what I originally thought, but that's still pretty scary.
I mean, that would fuck us up.
Yeah. Yeah, but imagine a blue whale-sized thing that steps out of the water.
It weighed about 30. Yeah, that's scary.
And then it couldn't hold itself up.
I mean, that would be like eating brontosauruses and shit. They think it was this apex predator similar to killer whales, looking like a large dog with a powerful mandible and sharp teeth. It also had legs with webbed feet that allowed it to pursue prey on both land and sea. Wow.
What was the name of it again?
The
Animal.
whale, god of death.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. I think whales make sense to get caught by whales in the ocean. I mean, I think if you're 10 feet long, like a killer whale, killer whales fuck shit up. That's why they're called killer whales.
Yeah.
That's why I'm okay with killer whales being abused in SeaWorld.
No, I'm not.
Because they're dicks.
There have been no wild orca attacks, at least that's what I used to hear. But then I also heard a news story recently where there is like a bunch of them lately up in the North Atlantic.
Oh, they're like...
Because they communicate. So I don't know. One of them fucked with a boat and thought it was funny, or maybe they saw one of their family members get captured and told everybody.
Yeah. Mm.
Or I'm filling in the blanks with my imagination.
No, I heard that. They're like capsizing boats and stuff.
Yeah, and they never did that before throughout all of history.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Now
But that makes me respect them more. I don't know. I like killer whales.
Yeah, I think it's cool that they're crushing boats.
They don't eat. At least as far as I know, I don't think they're eating people.
No, I don't think they want to eat people.
Yeah, they're just destroying property.
I like that. I do like that. All right, that's a mark for them. And they're getting back on us for abusing them in SeaWorld. But in the ocean, they're like fucking with seals hardcore. And like...
Oh, yeah, it is hard not to empathize with the seals.
It is.
They're so cute.
And they're gobbling up narwhals. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
There used to be ice that protected the narwhals. Narwhals had no known predator. But the ice...
Oh, my God. I didn't even think about the narwhals with global warming.
Yeah, the ice is melting, and now and now for the first time, orcas can get up there, and these narwhals have no idea how to defend themselves. They never had a predator before, so they're just getting fucking slaughtered.
Oh, I want to
those-
see that on tape though. At the same time, like I'm bummed by it, but I want to see that.
Yeah, stupid narwhals. They're pretty stupid. They're like,
No, just actually, I want to see that because I feel like both creatures are kind of mystical,
yeah.
and I bet it's cool to watch them fight. And they're big.
But like, I think that'd be a good movie if instead of capsizing a boat, like they're like, oh wow, look at this beautiful orca, and then all of a sudden, a big orca leg goes,
Yeah,
and it climbs aboard.
yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah. Because those can look kind of cute or kind of scary too. Because they just got to show their teeth, and you're like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they're really smart too. Well, I don't know. I think the top 3 animals I would want to be in the ocean are dolphin, killer whale, or octopus.
Yeah, definitely octopus or something like that.
Squid, maybe.
Right.
Giant squid. I don't think
Well,
I
I
want
don't
to be
know.
something
They
big.
live. I don't know. I think they're I think cuttlefish are intelligent, so I might enjoy being a cuttlefish.
I think they're intelligent. They got to be smart to know how to camouflage and shit like that. That's not a stupid thing that they do.
Yeah, you know what? You said dolphin, octopus, and what was the other one? Whale?
Killer whale.
Killer whale? Oh, yeah. They're technically a type of dolphin. Did you know that?
I did know that.
But those are good choices. I don't know if I would go that different.
I think it'd be cool.
Clam. I would be a clam.
You got total clam energy.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'd be cool to be a blue whale.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Just take up that much
yes,
space.
but you can't enjoy the majesty and the craziness of a blue whale because you're the biggest thing. Nothing's bigger than you. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah. Maybe it's really
And you're
cool.
kind of in a giant aquarium. Like they swim all around the world. It's like the world isn't even big enough for their fat
That's
ass.
true. We need to shoot them into space.
Yeah, they'll be much happier.
It could be cool to be a krill. We don't know.
I wouldn't want that.
I'm not saying it's my
Not
number
gonna trick
one.
me.
What about a sea star?
Mm,
There's something appealing to being like a little.
I don't
living
wanna be
life in the
blind.
slow lane.
I don't want to be blind.
Yeah. If you like having sight too much.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that. Oh, I would be. Have you seen a mantis shrimp?
Mantis shrimp.
They have
know.
really good eyesight. They're really strange looking. Instead of claws, they have these like, I don't know what you call them.
Like a mantis.
Well, they're like a mantis, but their thing is almost like a fist, but it's just permanently. It's like a rod or like a
Uh-huh.
ball bearing. I don't know. It's like a thing,
Yeah.
and they smash their food with it.
What
Like
are
they'll
they-
sneak up to a little crab that's smaller than it, and they'll crack it open
That's
and start
pretty
eating
cool.
it. Like they have the fastest punch in the
Oh,
in
I feel
nature
like I
or
have
something
seen
like that.
something about that. All right. How do
It's
you?
on Planet Earth, that doc, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that because I've watched a lot of those nature shows.
Those seem fun, and I've seen people with pets pet those, and they seem kind of smart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like they live a fulfilling life. They get to hunt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is your take on eels, electric or otherwise?
I don't know if you know this, but
I do.
there are all these different species of eels that they thought were different species, but they didn't know how they mated. They don't have gonads, but they eventually figured out that the eel, I forget which one, maybe the English eel or whatever, the same species is born in England in some lake, goes out to the ocean, turns a different color and becomes a different looking eel, but it's the same one
What?
at a different stage in its life, and then goes through like all these stages, and it goes in rivers and like all these different areas, and then when it matures, it like goes to some seaweed thing that's just always there in the Atlantic Ocean to mate, and then they die. That's like their final stage.
Whoa.
They thought all these stages were different species.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I really like that fact. But I don't like the idea of eels swimming in rivers. I know they're there, but I love swimming in a river, and I don't want to touch an eel.
I mean, I've never heard, other than that science thing I saw, I've never actually heard anyone running into an eel in the river.
I think they're there. But it's just
that species is in like Europe, so that wouldn't be here in a river.
Right. But I think they are in rivers. I think there's river eels.
They have to be, yeah, if they're going from freshwater to the ocean.
That's pretty cool. Do all eels go from freshwater into the ocean, or is it just that species?
Well, that's the thing. It was a YouTube science thing. So I later figured out they were talking about this one specific species from England. It's like they left. They read a book and like, compressed it into this video, and they didn't get all the info out there. It was kind of unclear. So I don't know if every species of eel transforms like that.
Right.
They made it sound like that was all eels are one species, but that's not the case.
Right. Well, I think they're cool.
They're too ugly, though. I wouldn't want to be one.
I don't think I'd want to. No, I would not want to be one. I don't. Even an electric eel, I'm not sure if they're shooting out electricity hurts or not.
Hurts them?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. Actually, the more I'm thinking about it, an eel is a good choice.
Why?
Because they do live a full life. They have 7 stages of life, and they can electrocute their prey, and they work with each other to like electrocute prey. So maybe they can communicate.
That sounds pretty cool. All right, fair
and they
point.
must live a long time if they all have to live that long ass life just to mate.
Yeah, that's true.
7 stages.
They're kind of cool looking. I never want to touch one.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want my body to be something that's so disgusting.
Yeah.
If I'm so repulsed about touching them. I think jellyfish might be cool.
I don't want to be blind. That's a big thing for me. Or
I guess
deaf.
so. But it seems like pretty chilled out Zen existence. You just kind
you're
of
brainless.
I already am.
You just follow the sun where it goes.
Count me in, man. Count me in. Okay, now to a last fact.
While you look that up, I'll say I had a friend who got jellyfish, and she thought it was so cool, but they all eventually just died. You can't keep pet jellyfish.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that, I was like, wow, I've never seen anyone with jellyfish. That's amazing. And then like a couple months later, it's like, oh yeah, I don't know.
They're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead. It's like, oh, that's.
Was that in Texas?
Note to self, don't get. No, it was here.
Oh, wow. That would be really cool. Because you see them in like the Long Beach Aquarium, and the Science Museum has them here too.
Yeah, I would want a big, tall thing for them.
Yeah, and you put the black light on them or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can see all their cum stains.
Right.
Exactly.
All mine.
All over the glass. Okay, last fact. This is a good one, too. I'm telling you, Ripley's Believe It or Not really brought it today. Okay. Switzerland's Child Eater of Bern is a nearly 500-year-old sculpture depicting a man eating a sack of babies, and no one knows why.
I have heard of that. And
Really?
that is interesting. Yeah. It's just so old that the whatever reason it was made was lost. But
Really?
it's so odd that they just leave it up. It's like a tourist thing.
I mean, I assume
And it wasn't made that long ago either.
It's 500 years old, it said.
Yeah, but that's not that long to forget to like
Forget how it
a
was
statue
made,
in the
why-
middle of town that's like, yeah.
That's so true. Actually, that's a very good point.
no one wrote down like, hey, this was built today.
Yeah, people could read and write back then.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's a really good point. And I assume making a statue takes a really long time.
Yeah, there was a team working on it. It was like
Yeah.
commissioned by the city and like,
Right.
or commissioned by somebody.
Somebody, right. And to make it about a man just eating a sack of babies,
Yeah.
it's really bizarre.
I forgot what country was it?
Switzerland,
Yeah.
the child eater of Bern.
So I think they were Christian at that time, right? Generally speaking. I'm just
I
trying
would
to think.
so, yeah.
So it wouldn't be like some weird.
They weren't Hindu, I know that.
Well, I don't know. Well, they could be pagan or something.
That'd
I
be-
don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm just saying it could be a religious reference.
It's gotta
But
be.
but
Well, they would have figured
but
it
if
out.
they're
it
Christian,
was.
maybe it's just like some weird fairy tale. Who knows?
Yeah, if it was a religious reference, you think they would be able to figure that out?
Yeah,
Right?
I don't know.
I think it's just a weird piece of art that they're like, well, I guess it's cool,
Yeah.
which is cool. I really want to go see that now. I think that's a very cool thing.
Sorry, there's dogs outside.
Was that a dog?
Yeah.
It didn't sound like a dog to me.
What'd it sound like? It was a dog and a kid.
Uh-huh. Logan, did you dress up for Halloween at all?
No. And I got invited to a party on Saturday and I just didn't go. I mean, I was kind of busy, but I could have gone. And I regret it because I forgot it was so close to Halloween.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a costume anyway.
It kind of snuck up on me as well.
I know. I think I saw you even on Saturday or something. Maybe not. But either or I saw you Friday.
Oh, yeah. But I totally didn't.
And you're like, you doing anything this weekend? I was like, no. And then looking back, I was like, oh, man, it was Halloween weekend. I hadn't, yeah.
I didn't process that at all either until Friday. We went and saw Nightmare on Elm Street live. No. Nightmare
musical?
Before Christmas. This is better.
Uh-huh.
Nightmare on Elm Street live in concert.
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas live in concert, and at the Hollywood Bowl, which was cool. Danny Elfman came out in his freak.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he sang. He's the voice of Jack Skellington. I know you're a huge Nightmare Before Christmas guy. You love Tim Burton. You did?
I do sort of, but I didn't know he voiced that. Danny Elfman voiced him?
Yeah, or at least
And
in
by
the
the way-
songs.
I always thought Tim Burton, I don't know if Tim Burton produced it, but he didn't direct that.
Yeah, he did.
Nope.
What do you mean?
I forgot who did, but it was like some other guy. Everybody thinks it's Tim Burton.
No way.
Yeah. Nightmare Before Christmas. Look
Yeah,
it
we
up.
gotta look that shit up. You gotta look that shit up. I don't believe that one for a second. That's definitely TB. That's my man T to the Bizzle. Tim
Who?
Burt.
Who directed Nightmare? Sorry, I got my voice thing turned off.
That's well, good that you apologize for that.
Henry Selick.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's such a Burton-y thing.
It's such a Burton-y thing. It's one of his trademark things. It's like Tim Burton's
No!
Nightmare Before
Well,
Christmas.
Yeah, let's see. He might have produced it or something like that or written it. I don't know.
Maybe he wrote
did-
it.
Wait.
But
Did
they
Danny
said-
Elfman play?
I know that he did that. I just saw him in freaking concert on Friday. He at least sang the songs. Maybe he didn't do the.
He was the singing voice for. Jack
Thank you. So, but this whole movie was.
You know what though? Danny Elfman works a lot with Tim Burton. That may be the connection and why everybody was like, "Oh, this feels just like a Tim Burton."
No, it
thing."
looks like Tim Burton. The movie, they said at this concert, Logan, that it was based on a poem or something that Tim Burton wrote. The whole freaking movie.
Before Christmas. Produced and conceived by Tim Burton. Interesting. Yeah, but I just thought it was interesting.
He also
found out he didn't
sketched-
direct
He
it.
did like
It's
the
like, what?
characters drawings, I think, too.
I believe you. I mean, yeah. It definitely looks
It
like
looks
a Tim
like
Burton
Tim
thing.
Burton freak show bullshit.
What? Tim Burton's awesome.
You know,
Or he can be awesome.
yeah, it was funny. I went in and I told my girlfriend and my daughter, I'm like, honestly, to be honest with you guys, I'm actually not the biggest Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I don't really like Tim Burton, and they were shocked and like, what? And then I told my other friends, Paul and his wife Rachel, that too, because they came too. And I was like, I'm actually not the biggest Tim Burton fan. And they're like, what? Really? And I was like, yeah. I mean, look, I like Beetlejuice. I like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I like
That's all I need to hear.
I like Batman. I like Edward Scissorhands. And then Rachel was like, you can't say you hate someone if you just said you love 4 of his movies.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. And
The new ones are different from the old ones for sure. Generally.
Yeah. And the Nightmare Before Elm Street, the story, or Nightmare,
Christmas.
whatever the fuck it's called.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare on Elm Street, I love all of them. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
I do. I really do.
It's me, bitch. Isn't that one of his
he's
lines?
So funny. He's so funny. Nightmare Before Christmas, the story is like, there's no story really. You know what I mean? There's not like a hero's journey or anything. It's like Jack Skellington, spoiler alert, if you've never seen this, goes to Christmas land, learns about Christmas, kidnaps Santa, throws his own Christmas. Then they let Santa go free, and Santa fixes Christmas. That's like the whole plot.
Yeah, but I think it is the hero's journey. Because he leaves home. He meets... whatever.
Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the whole...
It's just really slow, and not much happens in the story. But
He
then-
goes from the known to the unknown and comes back changed. So that's a big part of the hero's journey.
That's true.
But I guess I can't remember the movie that much to know. I don't know. Is there a wise sage in it? I don't think so.
No, it's not much of a story. The music is great. It was nice to see Danny Elfman. He was wearing a pinstripe suit, looking like the maniac that he is.
Hell yeah.
He's a freaking maniac. I love him. But the funny part about the concert, all right, I'll go through the funny parts of that concert, and then I got to bring it back to why I brought this whole crap up in the first place.
You better.
First off, we're there, and we're talking, like making jokes at the Hollywood Bowl, and this guy sitting in front of us is there with his 3 kids and his wife or partner, mother of the children, and 2 grandparents. And the grandma is wearing the guy's dressed like Wayne Campbell from Wayne's World. The grandma has a big witch's hat on, and she's sitting right in front of one of the kids. And I'm like, I'm going to ask her to take her hat off. And the kid was like, don't. Just like did not want to make a scene. I was like, it's not going to be a scene. They're not even going to be upset about it. They'll probably be mortified that they're blocking some kid's view.
Yeah.
But was just like, do not ask them. Like really forceful. We're just like, all right, fine. And then more people came into our row. We were forced to scooch down a little bit, and then the kid wasn't being blocked anymore. My girlfriend was being blocked by that. But right when we scooched down, the woman with the witch hat just took it off herself without anyone saying anything. And the kid's like, of course, right when I scooch down, they take the hat off. I was like, we wanted to. I was like, what do you want me to do? Ask her to put it back on? Is that what you want me to do? Anyway, so that was a funny moment. And then another thing was we were like sitting, it's the Hollywood Bowl. We're close to the back. We're laughing, talking, joking around. And the guy dressed like Wayne Campbell from Wayne's World,
Yeah.
turns around and gives us his face like, excuse me, like kind of just being like, can you shut up, please? Like he's trying to watch this movie at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
We're not in a movie theater. We're in a giant fucking concert venue. We're talking and having a good time. We're not like yelling over the movie or anything like that. We're just talking amongst ourselves, making jokes about the movie. And he gives us like he waves at us like quiet down wave.
Fuck that. I was about to make fun of you for being like Lauren Boebert till I heard that part.
No, we were just talking to each other, and he's like does that to us. And he's dressed like Wayne from Wayne's World. It's like you can't be that uptight and dress like Wayne from Wayne's World. What a douche. And then later on, he's watching the World Series game on his phone.
What a douchebag.
He was a huge douchebag. He sucked. But if you know Nightmare Before Christmas, the big number, I got it right that time, Nightmare Before Christmas, maybe the biggest number besides This is Halloween, this is the Oogie Boogie, right? The green monster guy sings that song to Santa, and it's like a big soul or jazzy number.
Yeah, I kind of remember it. Sing it.
I don't
Remind me.
I can't remember. But anyway, so for his song, they bring out the voice actor who sings that song, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone goes nuts because that's the song everyone wants to see the most. You know, the crowd's just going bananas. And he sings a song. The crowd, it goes crazy. And then they keep playing the movie. You know, they play the movie, and then whenever a song starts in the movie, one of the actors walk out, grab a microphone.
Oh,
and they're singing
weird.
in front of the audience.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so there's like 5 screens at the Hollywood Bowl. Like all of a sudden 3 will be on the people singing and 2 will be the movie still playing. So you kind of lose your place in the movie a little bit.
Oh, but they sync up to it?
Yeah, they sync up to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they got the Philharmonic playing with them and stuff, which is cool. But that guy plays the song and everyone goes bananas. And then, you know, Danny Elfman comes back on, sings out his songs. Greg Proops was in the movie, which I didn't know.
Know that guy. I used to know him. I haven't seen him in like since the before times. But anyway.
But yeah, I didn't know he was a voice in Nightmare Before Christmas, but he was.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a cast member. So he hosted it. He was very funny.
Who was he?
I don't know. One of a bunch of different little characters in the movie.
Dude, this is really random, but it ties into it. Do you remember, it ties into what you're saying. Do you remember in Star Wars, the very first one, episode 1, at the pod race, there was a 2-headed announcer?
Yeah.
That was Greg Proops.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
I just
crazy?
thought he was only in Whose Line Is It Anyway, and that was
I know.
it. God bless him. He's gotten a lot of work, and he's a very funny guy. I always liked him.
Yeah. He's cool.
Um,
Smart.
He's smart, yeah. And so, anyway, so they sing the rest of the songs, and the movie's over. Everyone's getting up. We're getting up to leave, and then it stays dark because there's an encore. Danny Elfman comes out, and he's like, "Thank you guys. It's been 10 years since we've done this. This is amazing." And then he goes, "You know, when I wrote the Oogie Boogie song, there's no one better I pictured to sing it than that guy. But I thought for the encore, I would sing it how I wrote it." And it was just so sad. He's for the encore, he sang the Oogie Boogie song again.
Yeah.
And it was
Making sure there won't be another encore.
Yeah.
That was like his plan.
I think he was just upset that the other guy got so much more applause than Danny Elfman did the whole time. So he wanted to sing it
that's
again.
so lame.
I know. That's how it came off anyway. You know, it's
Right.
just like, bro, you wrote the song. Just take, you know, be happy with that.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't think you got enough applause, you had to sing it again. So we all left and we clowned Danny Elfman as he was singing that. And he was like going really over the top, dancing and doing like a walk for it and stuff, trying to look really cool, try and steal the show. He wanted to sing that so bad. So after the show, my daughter went to a sleepover. Me and my girlfriend Bree, we were just free in Hollywood, and we were able to like walk. We were gonna go to this place Musso and Frank's, get a drink there, like a really old restaurant right on Hollywood Boulevard, which I love, but it was closed for a private event. So we were just walking around, and that's when it dawned on me, like, oh, whoa, wait a second. This is such a perfect idea. I'm so glad that we are alone. We are like, we get to stay out tonight and walk up and down Hollywood Boulevard on a Halloween weekend. It was incredible.
Oh, right.
Such great people watching. And then we went to one of my favorite Star Wars cosplay bars.
Oh, yeah.
Scum and Villainy,
Right.
it's called. And we got to just watch and listen in on the conversations of like, you know, a horny Obi-Wan trying to talk to chicks and
Right.
like a bunch of Mandalorians there, some, you know, Captain America. It's weird. It's not just Star Wars at this bar. There's Captain America. There's people are, even the bartenders are dressed like Harley Quinn and Tomb Raider and shit. Like there's not a consistent theme, but that bar rocks. If you're ever in Hollywood, check it out.
Just to clarify, there's never a theme, but especially not on Halloween.
Right. There's never a theme, especially on Halloween. But even on not Halloween, people are still cosplay there.
Yeah. As
And-
non-Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, and there's even like a special drink that's a Ghostbusters. It's like a puffed Marshmallow Man drink where they like toast marshmallows and put it on top. It seems like a fucking hangover made to happen. It seems like you're gonna get hungover if you drink that. That's what I'm trying to say. And it seems like a bad drink. I don't want to drink marshmallows when I'm out trying to have a few drinks.
Yeah, no.
But anytime you order it, they show the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on the screen, and the music shuts, the lights like flicker, and they play
I
like
hate shit like-
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and the bartenders yell, "Who are you gonna call?" And the bar goes, "Ghostbusters," which is like the first time you're like, well, that was kind of crazy and kind of cool, and then it just like keeps happening and happening and happening.
If I was a rich asshole, I would just keep ordering over and over.
That would be
Just
really
prank the whole
fun.
bar.
That'd be really fun. Anyway, it is a great bar, though. Please go check it out. And that's when I really hit me that it was Halloween weekend.
Right.
So long story to just say I understood it was Halloween weekend.
It was.
Weekend. It was.
It's over now.
I dressed up as a hippie Frankenstein.
So stuff that was in your closet.
Pretty much. Pretty
What
much.
made you look like a Frankenstein?
I painted my face green and I had the neck bolts.
Nice.
Yeah. It came to me late one night. On a night. just
Halloween
like
night.
tonight.
30 minutes before we had to go out.
No. No, it was maybe a week and a half before Halloween. I was laying in bed about to go to sleep, and then I was struck by a moment of inspiration. I went, hippie Frankenstein. That was it. Because I need to do something with that has long hair and a beard. Frankenstein doesn't. But I do love Frankenstein.
Right. Yeah, and it's just the name of a reanimated
Corpse. Yeah.
Even though technically Frankenstein was the doctor.
I know. We got to give that up. We got to just edit Mary Shelley's book and change it. I'll name him Frankenstein. And me, I'm Frank. Frank N. Stein. No. Okay, well, should we do our comic strips?
Let's do it.
Okay. Sorry to end on such a flat note with my Frank N.
Yeah, that
Stein
was my fault.
joke.
I gave you nothing.
Well, you don't need to give me nothing when I don't deserve it. If I don't deserve nothing, then give it to me. Oh, I didn't even do my new segment. That's okay. We'll save it for next time.
No, let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you, but
I'm going to read one political cartoon an episode.
whoa, risque. All right, let's hear it.
All right. So this is a kid, and he's at a front door, the man standing outside the front door. He's looking at the kid. The kid's dressed as Joe Biden.
Okay.
And the kid says, "I'm Joe Biden, and I reduce the deficit." And the grown-up goes, "You're a little late for Halloween." And the kid says, "No, I'm just early for April Fool's Day."
Oh my God. Did Snake Lover 6969 write that one?
I know, right? I know. Let's see the comment.
Dude, that really is just like his comment. It's like such a stretch.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's you can make fun of Joe Biden. There's a lot there. What? Ugh.
It's amazing, right? Aren't they amazing that the way they try and take Joe Biden down? It's just like,
It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, he didn't really reduce the deficit. Oh shit! I'm not voting for that guy now. That was sick. What a slam! All right, well maybe that's not a great segment.
No, I don't know. It's kind of funny how bad that was.
I'm just early for April Fool's Day.
Wait, so you dress up for April Fool's Day?
I don't know.
I gotta go.
Who reads that and is like, oh, yeah, that's a good one. Got to send that one around. I don't know. I think it's a sacred art. Didn't we get back? I think political cartoons go back to the beginning of this great country.
Yeah.
So we just got to pay our respects for some of the most cherished institutions like political zingers.
Yeah.
Ripping on Sleepy Joe for not actually reducing the bite a bit.
Yep.
All right, let's read our comic strips now. All right,
That does something to me. It makes me want to start talking about the deficit, but it's like, no. We can't be doing that.
No. Can't be doing that. You're up first. Logan won last week with a tale of one kitty, but he's about to make it a tale of two kitties with his second reading of Garfield. Logan?
Well, actually, I switched it up this. Oh, why did I make it exactly an hour? Anyway, I was saying I'm actually reading from a Joe Biden. No. Okay, this is Garfield. 3 panels as usual. And a ghost, he's in bed, and a ghost comes up to his bed. And it's like a silly white sheet ghost. But he says, "I am the ghost of Mondays past. I come from 1978. And Garfield says, "Not scary." And then the ghost is like disappointed. And then in the final panel, he says, "Mood rings, leisure suits, disco, man perms, laser disc." And then Garfield goes, "Okay, that's scary."
Yeah. All right.
Oh, what a laugh riot.
All right, Garfield, you did it again. Your mediocrity never ceases to surprise us. Okay, I'm bringing in Broomhilda.
Okay.
It's a comic strip about a lovely witch who can't find love. Okay, and in this strip, only 2 panels. She is juggling meatballs in the air. And she walks up to her friends. There's like a vulture and what kind of looks like a little purple yeti, maybe porcupine. They're sitting at the table, right? And she's juggling a bunch of meatballs, and she goes, "I fixed meatballs for lunch." And the what's it called? What's the bird called? I just said.
I'm hung up
Vulture.
on porcupine /
Here, I'll show you.
Oh, wow.
Porcupine / yeti. We don't really know what the hell that thing is, but it's
That
cute.
was a good description. I didn't think that was possible.
It's cute. So Broomhilda's juggling meatballs. She goes, "I fixed meatballs for lunch." And the vulture goes, why couldn't you bring them on a plate like a normal person? And the next one, she's juggling meatballs, but there's 3 on the ground now. And she goes, oops, I dropped yours.
That's funny. I think that's funnier than mine. You look disappointed.
All right. Broomhilda wins.
Did you expect a bigger laugh?
No.
Oh.
No, I was kind of disappointed in my reenactment of it, to be honest with you. I think I could have given it some more zhuzh, like some more pizzazz.
Well, the competition was shitty, so you won.
That's it. Broomhilda wins this week. Stay tuned to see Broomhilda. Listen to Broomhilda once again, and see what that little purple Yeti porcupine's up to next time. Until then, keep listening,
Keep laughing,
and
keep stripping.
ripping strips.
Please don't say stripping or whatever.
Keep stripping and ripping the stripping, rip and dipping.
Grip, rip, and dip on those strips.
Grip, rip, and strip.
There you go. Dude, should we... I didn't put a theme song on our last episode.
Oh,
Should we
make
just
a new
sing one?
Rip,
Or yeah, should you... Yeah, rip.
rip, rip,
Rip, rip.
strip.
Rippins.
Ripping strips with Logan and Cornell.
Ripping strips, it's better than hell.
L Dog and the Sea Dog are here.
So you should have no beer.
Here. Yeah.
I mean fear.
All right. See you next week.
Bye.